Peace, my sugar loves. So, y'all know I love to do my theme walls, or at least you know now. I haven't shared in the past, but I'm sharing now. But, anyways, it's springtime, and I love all things spring because I was born on the cusp of winter turning into spring. Like, it turned into spring the week after my birthday, like a week to the exact day. Like that following Monday is spring. But anyways, let's get into this theme wall for spring. And springtime is all about blooming, about popping color, and birds are chirping. You know, the homestead animals are having babies and eggs are being laid. It's a whole lot of in a good way. So first we want to go ahead and get started on our tree. And when it comes to the tree, I bought this this brown paper. But I did get some black paper too, but I'm not going to use that for this project. But I got this brown paper roll from Walmart for like $5. It's the packing brown paper roll. And what I did was I took a black marker and I just drew how I want my tree to look. So I started with the trunk and then I drew, the leaves, the leaf part of it where the leaves will be. Now, I made these big hoops because I'm going to go in and fill in the leaf parts with actual green construction paper. But if you want to be more intricate and draw actual leaves and then just go in later, maybe even draw in the leaves, that's cool too. And so after you draw your tree cut out, you're going to cut it out. Make sure you leave the black outline because you're going to flip the tree when you're done cutting it. But you got to know which side was the template side. So once that's cut out, you want to make sure you have your Scotch tape handy because we're going to be using Scotch tape to tape up our tree. And like I said, after you cut it out, you want to make sure you flip it because we don't want the black outline to show. We just want it all brown. All right. Like I said, you want to grab your Scotch paper your Scotch tape because we're going to be taping our tree to the wall. So as you see, I have that yellow background and that's nothing but a round tablecloth and it's plastic. So one thing that I do, because, every year it's something new. After I'm done with that season's theme, I just take it all down with one swoop and you just throw it all in the trash. Easy cleanup, and it adds some festivity to the house. You know what I'm saying? So you want to make sure that you tape your tree on and make sure that you don't leave too many open spaces. And what I mean by that is spaces where there's no tape. So you have it's like puffy. So now we're going to move on to the grass. So as you can see, I got this beautiful construction paper book of different color greens, and that's beautiful because as we know, leaves and grass, they're all not the same color. You have some lighter shade green, darker shade green, and medium shade green. And that's something I love about this construction paper book is that it has all these different colors of green. So to make the grass, all you want to do is fold the papers long ways. And then after you fold the paper long ways, you're going to get your scissors and you're going to cut down until you're at probably like 4 fingers width from the bottom of the paper. And making this grass is really easy. Now, one thing that I did find is that keeping the grass straight, it calls for the grass to move forward. And I wanted a realistic type of vibe, as realistic as we can get it with paper. So you're going to see that after I cut the grass, I'm going to actually bend each piece of grass and curl it Because let's be real, that's what some grass looks like, especially when the grass is tall, the grass curls. And I love that. Now, I must say that originally I wanted my grass to be more detailed, but then just looking at it, I was like, nah, I'm just going to do as my heart sees fit, because at the end of the day, I'm creating this theme wall with love. So you make your grass how you want your grass to look, and I needed high grass, so this is how I did it for my grass. Now, I must warn you, when you curl your paper, do not use excessive force like I did. I learned early on, if you use too much force when curling your paper, you will rip some out of place. And as you can see, I ripped one. So it's the next day, because child, being a full-time homemaker and entrepreneur, you got to take things in doses. So it's the next day, we put up our flowers. All the grass has been put up. And now we need to get started on our tree. But before we get started on the tree, we got to glue up some more flowers, because I had to re-glue some of the flowers to the sticks, because, you know, when toddlers do things, sometimes you got to go back and redo it. And that's the beauty of growth and learning. You know, I love homeschooling the babies because we get to do things like this. Okay, so note to the viewers. When you glue your flowers on the wall, and by the way, the flowers are just coffee filters with washable paint, and you dip the you pour paint in the coffee filters and you crinkle them up and then open it and let it dry. But press down as hard as you can, because you want to make sure it sticks. Now we're getting ready to get started on our leaves. We'll finish up on our leaves, but I'm making much more today. And as you can see, okay, I got distracted. I saw my daughter had on her shoes on the wrong feet. A lot of mercy. But you see all these different color leaves we have. So beautiful. And we're just going to apply them as we see fit. But most importantly, let's talk about the shapes of the leaves. They don't have to be a specific shape, because just like every snowflake is different, every leaf is different. So just go with the flow. Just cut and let it be what it's supposed to be, because it's going to look beautiful in the end. So yeah, just cut your shape, see? And you're going to see that I cut a shape and I'm just like, what? But guess what? We used it anyway. And also, I want to tell you, do not throw away the scrap paper from cutting your leaves, because you're going to use that scrap paper. See, there it goes right there. Like, what was I thinking? But we're going to use it anyway. But make sure you save the scrap paper to fill in the brown spots. So as you see, as I'm applying the leaves, there may be some brown spots, yes, but the scrap paper is going to, add some texture, as well as provide more coverage, of the brown template. So sadly, my camera gave out on me as I was finishing up this project, but I really enjoyed doing it. I love seeing the babies make their flowers. It was just so cute. And when they were gluing the flowers onto the popsicle sticks, they just to watch them be in charge. I love the initiative and I love the autonomy that doing crafts, provides the babies. But here is the reveal. Okay. Would you make a theme wall for every season? I've been doing it and I love it. I love being able to create a centerpiece for the house to where the babies can come and look and be like, wow, I made that. And, I can tell them, what's that animal? Or what's this animal? Or what is this? What's that? And it's also a lesson tool as well. But I love it. I love the bluebirds. Also, Google free clip art, and that's where I got my birds and my rabbits and my ducks and eggs. Free clip art, and that's how I got that. So don't stress, my friends, and you don't have to buy too many, pieces of equipment to make your theme wall. Actually, everything can be bought from Dollar Tree and Walmart. If you love this content, please subscribe.